Hello and welcome to Outside Xbox, where you're watching Show of the Week. I'm Jane.
And I'm Mike. This week I finally got my hands on Nintendo Labo that everyone's talking about. Got the box Toy-Con. Had to hunt around a bit, but I finally tracked it down.
You know, I don't think that's an official Nintendo Labo thing.
Of course it is, Jane. The only limit's your imagination.
And how much did you spend?
£60 well spent, Jane. That really ups the challenge. Really enhanced the experience. I can see why everyone's excited about it. So what have you been up to this week?
Well, I played some Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Oh cool, is that the one where you clamber around on a giant Lara Croft and stab her in her glowing weak spot?
What? No, actually Shadow of the Tomb Raider is the new Tomb Raider game, believe it or not, and it is the third in the rebooted series.
Yeah.
It is the end, as they say, of the beginning, which means it's the end of the trilogy in which Lara becomes the Tomb Raider.
Right.
Or so we have been told.
Right, okay. And what's she going to become after that?
I think what they're aiming for is Lara becomes the pitiless badass
Right.
that we always wanted. So she's gone from sort of unlucky postgraduate archaeology student,
Right.
or wherever she was in number one.
You can do it, Lara. After all, you're a Croft.
I don't think I'm that kind of Croft.
To unwilling murderer in number two.
She's become Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Predator.
Yeah, she's basically the Predator. No, not quite. She is more deadly, more merciless, I would say. And yeah, she's gone hench. She looks like Linda Hamilton in Terminator 2.
Wow.
She's got these kind of bicep tricep things going on, which I'm all for.
Crikey.
Yeah.
She murders a dude straight up in the trailer from behind in that kind of like sort of army Navy SEAL type thing where
Yeah,
she
she's
just
definitely
comes up behind and goes.
picked up skills.
Liam Neeson style skills.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, she's more competent, more skills. She can hide in dense jungle foliage. And speaking of which, that takes us to the new location, or one of the new locations, which you can see in the trailer. She's in Mexico in a Day of the Dead style festival
wow.
in the demo that we played.
That's pretty cool.
And she winds up, obviously, minor spoilers, but this is right at the beginning of the game, and I think it's all pretty much implied by the trailer. She ends up accidentally triggering some kind of Mayan apocalypse.
Oh.
So
bad.
yeah, nice one, Lara.
Is that the thing that was supposed to happen in 2012? They put it on hold.
Well, yeah, it's the belated Mayan apocalypse. No, she nicks this silver dagger.
Oh yeah.
And obviously, you know, there's always a silver dagger or a what have you.
What will I become?
And then she meets this new guy, Dominguez, who is the head of Trinity. Trinity's like the bad guy faction that you might remember from the earlier games.
I thought I'd sorted that problem out.
Who the hell are you?
You're a smart woman. I suspect you already know.
Trinity.
So Trinity are back for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, in case you were wondering. And he's like, so Lara, good, you found the silver dagger of destiny and magic, give it to me.
Is he like, oh that's mine, yeah, no I dropped that. It fell out my pocket.
But then he's like,
Thanks.
and of course I will also have the magic secret box. And Lara's like, oh yeah, I know about that. That's in a safe place. And he's like, you don't have the box, do you?
Amazing.
And he's like, well, you've gone and done it now, Lara. It's only the bloody Mayan apocalypse is going to happen. So I quite enjoyed Lara.
Is he putting the blame on her?
Well, it is kind of her fault because she picks it up in an Indiana Jones style.
Right.
And then bad stuff starts happening.
Okay.
She does get chased by a giant boulder, but she does get chased by a giant tsunami wave. So,
okay.
So all these apocalyptic things are happening around her, and Dominguez is like, well, that's what happens if you don't have the magic box. So I quite enjoyed her getting schooled there. Yeah, a little
Should
bit
have spent a little more time on your archaeology degree and a little bit less time running around shooting people.
Bit of reckless Tomb Raider in there.
Exactly.
I feel like it's more of a story progression, like a character development moment, than it is like a gameplay revolution, which sort of makes sense because it's not being made by Crystal Dynamics, it's being developed by Eidos Montreal.
Yes, okay.
So it feels like it's Crystal Dynamics' property and they're going to be the ones to really like advance the gameplay mechanics,
right,
where they've trusted Eidos Montreal to take the character to the kind of the final stage of the trilogy. The tagline is the end of the beginning, which I quite like. That's quite slick.
And then next will we get the beginning of the middle, and then the middle of the middle, and then the end of the middle.
It's also the beginning of the end if you count the Mayan apocalypse.
Oh God,
so,
that's confusing.
Yeah. New skills. She does have some new skills. It's not like there's nothing new, but it feels very much like the former two games. Like I say, you can now conceal yourself in jungle sort of foliage. So if you flatten yourself against a wall, you kind of become one with the jungle, and then you can like leap out at people from jungly areas. There's underwater sections.
Oh, okay.
So you can swim and then surface for air and swim. So that's quite nice. That's new as well. I enjoyed that.
Bit of classic Lara drowning then.
I didn't drown. I did get impaled a lot, so that's still there.
Very Tomb Raider.
Yeah, if you were looking forward to seeing Lara impaled on more spiky objects, you psycho, then there's that happening as well. There's one of those whitewater rapidy bits, it's like steer, impaled, steer, impaled. Yeah, so
bounce off a rock, impaled.
Yeah. So that's still happening. There's still some pretty grim, like, game over.
Her entire body must be
sequences.
like a callus by now, just from scraping against so many rocks and falling down mountains.
Yeah.
Do you feel like she's just a hardened killer now? Is that the thing?
She's definitely wearing Jonah's patience thin. Do you remember Jonah?
Yeah.
The lost city's up there, somewhere.
That's gonna be a hell of a climb.
I'm not turning back.
Yeah, he's with her, but only just, it seems. Like, he's there and she mucks up and takes this silver mystical dagger of ultimate doom and comes back, and Jonah's like trying to airlift all the people who are being like horribly murdered by tsunami forces. And she's like, Jonah, we gotta go get the magic box. And he's like, no, we gotta save some of these civilians, Lara. Damn it, Lara. So maybe she is getting a little more callous.
Yeah.
Possibly, but then she is trying to save the world, and I feel like there's going to be a story arc of her guilt, because that comes quite early in the game. So it's going to be about her redeeming herself and saving the world from herself.
I've come so far.
Broadly, I'm up for more Tomb Raider. I really enjoyed Rise of the Tomb Raider. It was a very nice sort of self-contained story, and I like what they've done with new Lara. Although she is a bit murdery at times, I do find her a more complete character than maybe in the previous Tomb Raider series.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I feel like she's maybe homing in on original Tomb Raider a little bit, but maybe a more nuanced, like 2018 version of that classic Lara. I'm really excited for the new jungle setting, which feels like very distinctive and unlike the last two games.
Yeah.
It feels kind of lush green. So I'm looking for big temples and like big scalable statues and whatnot. So
dangerous traps and stuff as
well.
well.
Yeah. They made a point of being like, the tombs are scarier now. And I'm like, I mean, they're darker now for sure from what we've seen.
If you're afraid of the dark like me, that definitely equals scarier.
Yeah.
I'm not turning back.
She's still not terribly posh, which for me is like one of the cornerstones,
right.
one of the key pillars of like classic Lara, is that she was an aristocrat.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think they're going to bring that back. I think they've shed that piece of Lara Croft like heritage of legacy.
I will not be happy until there's a Croft Manor assault course. I'm sorry.
Well, there is a Croft Manor, isn't there?
Yeah.
Because you do go back to it in the former games, but it's a bit of a wreck now. Yeah, it's all haunted and
Haunted assault course.
it's past its prime.
Need I say more?
Ghostly mansion assault course, yeah.
Did you know you can sell Mike cardboard boxes for £60 at the moment?
Yeah, I've really got to get in on that.
So what were you guys talking about in there?
The new Tomb Raider game, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Pretty excited.
Probably time to start checking your skills are still sharp, I imagine.
Yeah, how am I going to do that?
In your challenge of the week.
And here we are, back in Croft Manor, Jane, for
I
your
remember it
challenge of the
well.
week.
It's really weird seeing it on a big widescreen TV instead
Yeah.
of a tiny 90s
CRT.
TV.
Well,
yeah.
this is the Tomb Raider 2
Whee!
version of Croft Manor,
Yeah.
as you'll remember, because you've got
Tumbling.
Winston the butler there. He's coming
I'm
to
going to land
bring
on
you.
his tea tray.
Anyway, your
sorry.
challenge,
Very
Jane,
distracted, yes.
as you'll remember that
Yes.
Lara has a obstacle course
I
in
remember
her
that
back
Lara
garden.
handles like a shopping trolley
Yeah.
with a wonky
Too.
wheel.
That's why it's a challenge, because
Okay.
we want you
Yep.
to finish the obstacle course, start to
We
end,
are.
Set a time.
Yeah.
and you've got to do it in less than 10 minutes.
Okay, I've
Yeah.
got to put up a time in under 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You can't move the camera and run at the
Nope.
same time.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's why it's going to be
old
hard.
game.
Hard games.
So you got a death slide.
Death slide.
Bit of SAS underwater
Yeah.
swimming tunnel
Some
thing.
lovely
Yeah.
water. Yep. Got
Rope
it.
bridge,
Remember it
which
well.
seems fairly
I
straightforward.
can run
yeah.
across. Oh man, it's like run and then no, wait. No, there's no camera control.
No.
It's just a follow camera.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All this time I've been wiggling the right stick like it does anything.
No.
Going, oh no, the camera control is bad. But the fact is,
There
there's
is no camera control.
Yeah, these luxuries you've become accustomed to.
Yeah, I know.
But it's standard floor is lava rule, so every time you touch the floor,
I
of
die.
the
The time
course,
stops.
I burned to death of lava.
Yeah, your
Okay.
time burns to death and you have to restart.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough. That seems fair.
So you got 10 minutes
Okay.
to post.
Very
a
hard
timer.
to turn around.
All right.
There we go. There we go.
I will
Okay.
set the time going.
Ready?
Ready,
And
set,
go.
let's go.
All right, and just a simple.
Oh,
last
all
try.
right. Let's start again.
Just.
Straightforward jump. Yeah.
Straightforward jump.
But
Love
now
it,
running
love it.
jump for this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, he was holding the jump button.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
days.
That's
That's
how-
Tomb Raider for you.
And run and jump.
Oh,
There you
nice.
go.
There we go.
Look.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah,
That
okay.
looks good.
And then
All right.
another running jump.
Oh,
And
maybe
a
too
grab.
early.
Oh, bear in mind, if you're going to post a time,
Right.
I think we'll allow it if you're on for a time and the timer
Yeah.
stops.
To climb up, press forward.
Yeah.
No,
hold
Laura.
We
down
know,
the action
Laura.
button.
Can you imagine,
Yes.
like, you're the
Last
next door
second.
neighbours and
Yeah.
you can hear her narrating that stuff from the other garden. You're like,
Keep it
She's
down
just-
over there,
Oh, no.
Croft.
oh, you're still on the thing. It's
Oh, I
fine.
hit the wrong
Oh,
hit the
boy.
wrong
It's all
thing.
good.
Look at Winston down there laughing at
Silently
me.
judging
Mocking me.
He's like, my time's are 55 seconds.
Okay, right. I'm
What's
going
your
to
problem?
run, jump at the last second,
Okay.
and then grab.
Yeah.
Okay. Hut.
Oh,
That was
Was
not
that
the
too
last
early?
second.
Oh. I didn't want to run off the
You
edge
need
like
to
an
make a
idiot.
run.
Well,
Yeah.
you have to basically
So,
almost
like-
run off
Yeah.
the edge.
Like an idiot.
To
All
get
right,
the run
fine.
up exactly
It's
right.
the most
walk to the
ridiculous
edge,
split-second
then
time.
turn backwards to jump back.
Okay, last second jump.
Yes.
And then
better.
grab.
No.
Yes!
Quite a
Almost.
tough
Oh my, that
You need
what?
to make a
I
running
think your
jump.
toes have to be right
Oh.
off the
Edge.
Ready?
edge. Oh, it's
Yes.
good. It's good.
Yes.
It's good.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Now jump and land
Yeah,
on the
just-
cargo net.
You don't even need to. I think there's
Really?
water underneath, so yeah.
Uh.
But yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
fine.
good. Still in the obstacle course.
The time is still going.
Climb, Lara. How do you climb?
Jump and climb. Yeah,
Grab.
there you go.
Okay, fine. There we go.
All right.
All
this
right.
is good.
Get up that texture. Get up that very large texture.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, this bit's going to be a pain.
Oh no! All right, I think this is just to do with single hopping jumps
Yes.
and a
Again,
bit
right
of
to the
walking.
edge.
I remember. It's coming back to me.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's not coming back to me. No! Oh my god!
Course by
But
using my
he
stepping
jumped directly
stones.
upwards and then fell
Just
off
press
it.
left
How
and
does
right
that
at the same
work?
time as jump.
Winston.
Get out of my way, Winston!
Furious.
Jerk face.
You're fired, Winston.
This is your fault, Winston.
Move your family out of the cottage.
Winston doesn't have a family. I'm his
Not
family.
anymore, he doesn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
good. That's going to be good.
That's
It
the one.
literally is after your feet have run off the edge
Yeah.
of the thingy.
There we go. Beautiful.
Oh, okay. That was
beautiful.
not as far as I expected. Okay, jump and climb.
Waiting.
Yeah.
There we go. Grab that texture. Climb that texture, Lara. All right, now no extraneous jumping.
Well, you
We're
can.
going to walk sedately over to here.
And yeah,
Walk
you
sedately.
got it.
Walk sedately. And then we're going to jump forward.
Yeah.
And then we're going to turn.
Side jump.
Sedate. Oh, okay. All
Oh,
right.
we-
Side jump.
Oh,
There you go.
And then
fancy.
forward jump.
Nice.
No!
Use
Lara, you
using my
absolute
side
idiot!
button.
Lara,
Just press
what
left
is
or
your
right at the same
problem?
time as jump.
Your
I
tomb
can
raiding
jump
license
backwards
is
too.
hereby revoked.
Oh my god.
No more tombs or raiding thereof.
That's it.
Beautiful.
That's the stuff.
Okay,
That's
here we
the
go.
stuff.
All right, no, don't
No
shimmy. No
shimmying.
shimmying. No time for shimmying, Lara.
Time to get cute with it, Lara.
Slide down
Cool
there.
slide.
Dave, precious seconds. Can't believe the world record for this is like a minute.
Yeah, right.
1 minute and 3
Crazy.
seconds, I believe.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Right.
Just
All right, no, don't get fancy now.
Yeah, just
don't get
caution.
fancy. Okay, straight forward jump.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I'm gonna rotate slowly on the
Okay.
spot
yeah.
and
Nothing
walk
fancy.
gently to the edge, and then
a
jump
simple
forward.
jump.
Go from the centre
Yeah.
to the centre.
That's perfect.
Perfect.
Okay,
perfect.
there we
Okay.
go. No! Oh my god, Lara!
You can give up in
No.
50 seconds.
Oh,
You get this running.
All right.
We'll let you finish it.
fine.
Okay, time for the final run.
And go!
Yeah.
That was
Grab
good.
it.
That was good
Yes.
stuff.
Okay, right, now.
We got that down now.
I'm gonna go for the jump off this. And then, no, you can't grab that, I remember. And then jump. I said jump and
Using
grab.
all the speed running
Yeah.
techniques.
Okay, all the classic speed running techniques. Was that 10 minutes?
That was 10 minutes, but
Oh,
you're
okay.
still on a run, so you can
You're-
finish this.
Okay, I
but
see. No more goes.
No more
No
goes.
more
is it.
goes. You can't sidestep. Like, Lara's never learned to sidestep. She has to, like...
Oh,
No, it's fine. I don't think you can just walk off stuff, can you?
I think you
I
can.
wouldn't risk
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. Man, this is before they figured out people generally didn't just want to walk off edges.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you remember Assassin's Creed did all this for you?
Yeah, exactly. I've gotten lazy thanks to Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, this is all
Hold the
supposed to be
caution
like
button.
cool side
This-
flicks.
Yeah, and I was doing them on the... Oh, I don't want to risk it. This is what you made me do, game. Play cautiously. Huh.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Now,
I
I
think-
can't see... The camera won't let me see what's over the edge. I think it's a slidey thing and then a jumpy thing. Slidey and then a jumpy.
Sliding as you're
Okay.
sliding, jumping.
Mm.
Oh!
That's fine, that's
Oh, it's
fine.
fine.
Time
that's
is still
part-
going.
Time is still
part of
going,
the
so that
course,
still counts,
apparently.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
fine.
this is good.
This is fine. Don't do a handstand, Laura. We don't
Okay,
need that.
easy bits now.
Okay,
Surely,
yeah,
surely it's
yeah,
impossible
yeah.
to fail.
Just to,
Yeah, you would
don't
say
fall
that.
off though.
It's got big.
Just this-
I'm probably smaller than the gaps in between those planks.
just go
I
straight
could
through.
probably go through there.
Just, man, you could be balancing books on that head. Look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah, she went
that's
to
what you get from
prep
Swiss
school.
finishing
yeah,
school.
exactly.
All right,
Not
now
assault.
a
Very
beautiful
few
swan dive.
assault courses in Swiss finishing school. No, don't move backwards, Laura.
Okay, you got to swim and Lara has
Okay.
to not drown. I didn't
Okay.
stipulate that earlier, but she has
Okay.
to not drown.
All right, swan dive.
Okay,
With
swan dive. Oh,
Belly flop.
belly
basically
flop.
a swan dive.
Okay. All right, Laura, don't drown.
Okay, that's
All
good.
you've got to
That's
do
good.
is
Okay.
not drown.
And now climb the
Okay.
thing. Oh my god.
Climb
Yeah,
the thing.
don't accidentally walk onto the bit
Yeah,
that's
don't
not
touch
part
the
of the
pavement,
thing.
'cause
That's
that
lava.
is-
That's lava.
Direction buttons
All right, we've
move
established.
And the jump button
That's
makes me
lava.
dive
Yes.
underwater.
Quiet,
Yes.
Laura.
At the edge of the pool,
Focusing.
I can climb out by using the action button.
Shut up, Lara.
The action button,
Stop
is it?
talking about your...
All right, dangle, shimmy.
Yes.
Okay, up.
Now is
Yes.
time for shimmying.
Yeah,
Yes,
look at that upper
Lara.
body strength.
Oh my god, the zip line.
Okay,
Okay. Don't,
now, what do I do for this?
Don't get cocky.
I don't know. Press the action
Jump
button.
onto it.
Jump onto it.
Jump forward onto it.
Jump.
I
Oh
think.
god,
Or back
you
up.
reckon?
Back up and line it up.
Okay, you reckon line it
Well,
up
yeah,
and then
well-
as if it's like a ledge, basically,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Okay.
Would it be a run off an action?
No.
Oh!
Oh,
It's
still
fine,
counts,
it still
still
counts.
counts.
No, thing is though, if I touch the
No, it's fine.
No,
This
it's
is the
fine.
end
This
of
is
the.
the
This is
end
the
Oh
end of
really?
the slide. Yeah.
Oh okay. Hooray!
Hey, 4 minutes
Oh my
35.7.
God. Posted a time.
So you're only 3.5 minutes slower than the world record.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
God, that was so stressful.
Yeah, I
You
can't
did
believe
it.
I missed that zip line. All right, I've got to go back and do the zip
Do
line.
the zip line.
All
All
right.
right.
It's like the travelator at the end of Gladiators.
Yeah.
Yes.
there you
Oh
go.
my god.
Yeah.
Look at that ponytail
Pow.
fly. She did look like she smashed her face against
Yeah, I
the
mean
wood.
that's the least of Lara's problems right now.
Alright. Well done.
Yay!
You got the point.
Congrats on the points.
Back to the studio.
Hooray! Oh, I love it here. Let's not go back to the studio.
All right. Back to Croft Manor.
Yay! I can't
Breaking
leave
a
without
neck.
locking Winston in the wine cellar. No, the fridge.
The fridge.
He'll die faster in the fridge. The wine cellar's too good for you, Winston.
Listen, come to the freezer. I want to show you something.
No, this time.
Yeah,
this
this
time I
time for
really
real.
do want to show you something. I know that's what I said last time. I'm gonna freeze you. You're gonna be.
You're going to wake up in the
You're
future.
gonna be like Captain America.
They'll have a cure for being a horrible little
For
hunchback
being
homunculus.
They'll have a cure for old. Follow me.
Oh,
I'm gonna
wait.
show you some meat in the freezer right at the back. Ah! Oh no!
Now, quick.
Quick!
Press the
Hurry!
button,
I
press
mean,
the
this
button.
may be a dexterity problem.
It's almost.
Yes. Ah. Too bad, Winston.
Yeah, back to the
Yeah.
studio.
Your reign of terror is over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Back to the studio.
Now we can't tell anyone about my terrible performance on the Yes.
Now it's time to see what's written in the comments on this postcard I received from Lara Croft.
Dear Andy, having a lovely time on holiday. I've just killed 4 people with a climbing axe. Weather continues fine. Love, Lara.
Oh, well, that's nice. And she's done a little sketch for us. Didn't need to see that. How about I distract myself by checking out the comments on our most recent Dungeons and Dragons adventure, in which we finally went into an actual dungeon. No dragons though, except Mike.
I should introduce myself, really. My name's Alfred. Alfred Strangetide. I fancy myself a bit of an adventurer myself, but
escort mission.
A lot of comments about Luke from Outside Extra's character Dob, the half-orc bard, such as this from commenter Holy Dragonblade, who says, I fancy myself as a bit of an adventurer myself, Alfred Strangetide begins. Escort mission calls Dob Pool, the self-aware half-orc bard.
And then suddenly, the lights are back up. Guys! Dob can move again. And next to Dob stands Dob.
What?
The thrilling finale then, in which we took on an evil second Dob, prompted commenter typically Thomas to say, still think this should have been called Seeing Dobble.
Was on the list along with Doppelganger and Fails from the Crypt.
Don't forget Raiders of the Lost Ark.
How could I? And commenter Jocelyn Winchester asks, would it be mean to start referring to Andy's character as Captain Guyliner? I love the look, but this was the first thing I thought of when I saw Andy in this episode.
We prefer Guyliner Threepwood.
Hey.
Next up this week, your comments on this video, in which our A Way Out escape continued with an exciting Beverly Hills Cop style assault on a Mexican mansion.
Quick, get into the pool quickly.
Into the pool. Quick. Doesn't count if he's already dead.
He's still up.
Get in the pool.
All right, and now pool time.
Yes, pool. Going in the pool.
In the pool. Shoot you in the pool. Na 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 na.
Yay!
He went in the pool. That's all I ever wanted.
Commenter Pixelated Games is shook, saying, first you let Jane parachute out of a plane, now you give her a gun, shivers.
A gun and a dirt bike.
I think I disabled it.
Oh, did you? Oh, well done.
Don't
Good.
know how I managed that,
cool.
but
You shot it in the fuel tank?
yeah.
I expect.
I shot it in the make car
go box, yeah.
The carburetor.
Yeah.
Shot the carburetor off.
On that subject, commenter David Witheridge thinks he might know why Mike isn't in this video, saying, I shot it in the make car go box, the carburetor. I shot the carburetor off. Cars need carburetors, that's what car is short for. Somewhere out there, Mike just collapsed to the floor in pain.
He was doing fine until you brought it up again, David.
Ah, so inaccurate!
But commenter Peaceful Pagoda gets it, saying, I love that A Way Out is basically 2 escaped criminals play a bunch of minigames, get swole, and start a banjo folk band.
Don't forget that time we went to the moon.
Whoa, where the hell am I? Holy shit, I'm on the moon!
Man, they are never going to catch him up there. Finally this week, your comments on this video, which looked at the times you made games much, much harder for yourself.
A wise woman once said,
in place of a dark lord, you would have a queen, not dark, but beautiful and terrible as the dawn.
And I think we can all identify with that.
Many commenters recognising this as an Outside Xbox first, such as commenter Valandar2, who says, so we finally find out what Jane's voice really sounds like when she's not trying to pass as a mortal. It's actually usually fine, her accent only comes out when she's cross.
I said half pepperoni, half Texas barbecue. It's not that hot.
Oh, sorry.
I'll call you back.
In Lord of the Rings Online, you can access so-called chicken play, in which you play as a level 1 chicken. The option to play as a chicken seems to have got the attention of commenter Dally Daydream, who says, petition for the option to play as a chicken to be added to the Zelda games. Potential drawback, too OP.
The other drawback, of course, is that it led to this joke.
If you stick with chicken mode, on the other hand, what you get for risking your feathery neck is a cloak with a chicken on it that lets you make clucking sounds. I don't know, to me, that seems like a paltry reward.
Jane.
Several commenters rightly outraged, Jane, such as Sean Smithy, who says, Jane, that poultry joke was pretty foul. Honestly, chicken puns.
He just made one in his comment.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Yeah.
All right, no more comments at all.
Yeah, you want to egg them on. It's like I really ruffled his feathers.
I can still hear you.
I know. That's it for Show of the Week. Thanks for watching. And before you go, YouTube regulations specifically forbid subliminal messages, which is why this next bit has to be at least 3 seconds long. Honestly, I don't know why I bother.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Okay, lunch?
Oh, I just finished, actually. Also, I did get hold of the new Labo kit, the sandwich con.
How much do you want for it?
660 ought to do it.
You have yourself a deal.